welcome Niqa Mor to the show.
Hey guys.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Really appreciate it. How did that name come about? Like, I never even ever heard of that.
It's honestly very strange. My real name is Nicole, and I was in the studio one day, and I think my name in like 8th grade was Niqa Mor. It was super trash. And
Niqa Mor, you said it was super trash?
Niqa Mor, and there was always Nicki Minaj, and I grew up like everybody grew up on Nicki, like in my generation. So it's like, well, I need something that's gonna stand out, it's gonna be different. Then somebody in the studio were typing it out on a projector in the studio, and we're like, let's sit down and figure out this name. And so they took the Mor from Mor, kind of just moved it as the second part of my name. And Niqa just came from like, my name being Nicole, my friends called me Nico, Nikki, and so we kind of just took, instead of doing like a C, we did like a Q. And so it's like the A from a Mor is Niqa, and then Mor is Mor.
What's your nationality?
I'm Jamaican, and I have family from Dominica. Everybody thinks it's like Dominican, but it's not. It's like a very small country in the West Indies.
What language do they speak?
I don't know. I need to find out.
No, because Mor in like French means like my love.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so that's why I thought you like French or something.
Yeah, no, I'm not French at all. It's just I just took a Mor from. I used to have this name ring that said a Mor when I was younger, and I would like wear it, and I was like, oh, this is like the flyest thing ever. Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Okay, the flyest shit ever. And I would walk around school, my little ring, and I was like,
this is when name belts was popping too.
Right. Yes, the name belts, the name chain, and I was like, oh, I'm Niqa Mor. That's got a ring to it. And then it's kind of cool to just see that evolution of how my name changed.
Wasn't it funny back in junior high, like people with those belts with the name? You remember you could put your name through it? It was like
I was about to say, remember one?
The digital ones that had like your name, and you could put like I Heart New York. Trash. I definitely had a like emo stage where I was like with the skulls and the skull belt and the chain and the black nail polish. It was something else.
I remember I used to have like the chain on the side of like my pants. My dad used to hate it. Like one time he caught me like outside the house. Like, what did I tell you about that?
We would get like put in like ISS for that because they could be considered like weapons. Like if you want to shoot them and like people start like fighting, and you're like,
oh, I can see that. Yeah,
I don't know, trash.
I never seen a movie somebody with any of those chains. I don't know.
Anything could be used as a weapon.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. You were telling me you're raised in Long Island, correct?
Yes.
What was that like?
It's very quiet. Like I said, I grew up in Rosedale, and I want to say around 8 or 9, I moved to Long Island. So, people technically are like, where are you from? I feel like I can't really rep Queens because I didn't spend my entire life there, but I did spend most of my childhood there. Yeah. Long Island is like, I went to high school and college in Long Island, so for me, that's what I would say I rep.
Where did you go for undergrad?
I'm sorry?
Where did you go for undergrad?
Undergrad, I went to SUNY Westbury.
Oh, you went to OS?
Really?
Yeah.
We went to Stony.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. My sister goes to Stony.
Currently, right now?
Yeah, right now.
That's dope.
It's trash now.
She's like, yeah, exactly. And like when you're in school, it's like, I wanted to go to FIT, and it was like kind of this crazy story. Like I submitted my portfolio, it didn't get in, but I gave my friend some of my pieces.
And she got in?
Yeah. So it was like, wait, so I could do it. Like it's just kind of like crazy how it turns out.
So what was it? What kind of portfolio did you hand over to them?
I actually I did fashion design, and then I had paintings. I'm like a painter. I draw, I paint. I do visual arts. That's what I went to school for. Visual arts, graphics, and that's what I have my degree in. So pretty much that's like kind of the basis of my artistry. Okay. I gave him like some paintings.
And he got
in, and I was like, damn, like congrats, but like, damn, I could have got in too.
So what's the reason? Wait, you didn't apply, or you did apply?
I did apply, but I didn't get in.
Oh, okay, but it's okay though.
Right, because I feel like I feel validated for my talent. I kind of switched my gear. I'm like, I'll just go to school. I wanted to stay local because for me, I wanted to do music my entire life. I knew that was like what my plan was gonna be. My dad was very big on like going to school. I was like, nah, Ye didn't go to school, college dropout. Like I'm trying to drop out too. He's like, nah, get your degree. So you know,
explain that dynamic because you said your mom was a singer. So like, I'm sure your dad like knew that he was, you know.
Right. My parents made music together. Like he plays the bass, piano, she sings. They would like have equipment in the house. They made songs together, and I'm like a product of that environment for sure. They had me like recording, and you know, I was lucky to be able to go to like an after-school program that taught you how to do live performance, and I was really honing my skill from a young age.
So they didn't understand. Well, your dad didn't.
They did understand, but it's like, hey, I believe in you, but still going to school. Like, don't get it twisted. And I'm very grateful that he pushed me to do that because I was already good at editing and, you know, drawing, but it really allowed me to like hone my skills. So I was like learning color. I did graphic design, video editing, and all of those properties are things that I use in my career today. So
what did you study for undergrad?
Visual arts, electronic media. Yeah, so it's like a little bit of everything. You get like the traditional art, and then you get the digital art.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why like the visuals are so dope.
Yes.
Because I saw you did your own editing for the lyric video.
Yeah, I did my own editing for the lyric video. I edited Romeo Must Die. My cover arts for Thursday. All my cover arts for Damage. Like those are all done by me. Yeah, that's all done by me.
That's so dope.
Appreciate it. And so just using those color schemes, like I learned it in school, like you know how to coordinate colors and things like that. So that's kind of been playing out as like an important theme of my career.
Okay. I remember you just brought up on Kanye West. I read that you were in Yeezy season 3.
Yes.
How was that? How did that come about?
It was a crazy experience.
Like,
I was an extra.
You were an extra?
Yeah.
But had you applied and you got in, or
you know,
what?
Somebody just sent me a link and they were like, hey, I think you should do this. And I was like, sure, why not? And they're like, you know, they're looking for all skin tones, all, you know, ethnicities and things like that. I was like, you know, let's see, let me try. I just submitted a bit and they were like, yeah, come on down to Madison Square. We're gonna take a bus. We're going to an off location, and then they dress you, and they have like, it's kind of like a factory where they have lines of people and stylists, and they're like, you, this, you, that, these shoes, and it was dope.
Did you get to meet you?
I didn't get to, but I was pretty much standing in the front row. You know, everybody's like Kardashians are there. You get to see kind of everybody, and you get to hear the album live for the first time. And that was a big album, so it just kind of felt like to hear it on those Madison Square Garden speakers. It's just nuts. It's crazy.
How was it like standing still for that long?
It's an intense day. Like I got paid like $100 for that whole day, but it was amazing because I felt like this was my first paid gig. Like it was exciting. And you know they gave us Subway and.
Like the meal?
Yeah, like they give you like a sandwich and like a little apple and something to drink, and you're just chilling for the most of the day. You're sitting, just waiting to be sent in, and you know they had like a tent. We had to like walk in a line to hide under, you know, because they had to reveal us before the crowd.
I remember.
It was a creative, crazy experience. Definitely grateful, and it was crazy because I had it on my vision board. I put Kanye on there. I'm like, I want to work with him in some capacity. And then when that came up, I was like, damn, like the law of attraction is really real. Like vision boards, all that. That's how you get your goals accomplished. You got to see it in front of you.
To believe it, right? For it to occur. What I do is I have this box, right? And then I write down my goals, like as if it already happened. And there's a couple things that like happened, like me just writing down that.
I've never heard of that. So what's the box for?
It's just like I picked like my most expensive shoe. I just took that shoe box.
This is the first time I'm hearing this.
I've never heard of that. That's kind of dope.
So I used to read it like every day or whenever I'm feeling discouraged. I just pick up that box and I read all the goals. Like I pick it up.
Like different pieces of paper.
Different pieces of paper. Sorry, but it's not like I will. Like I did. Like. This happened already, like it happened already. And it felt like there's a couple of things that really occurred and I'm like, wow. Or there's things that I wrote in that box and it's like currently
in motion.
Is definitely in play. But yeah,
I believe strongly in that.
But vision board, I gotta do that. I haven't done a vision board yet.
Honestly, I think that's the best one because, you know, I sit down at the beginning of every year, I take a bunch of magazines, I have my friends come over, we have wine, we're just cutting up things, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna put this on there, and I'm gonna put that on there, and, you know, we check in with each other, and it's like, when you visually see it in front of you every day, you know, sometimes I'm having a rough day, I just go look at that board, because it reminds you, like, to keep things in focus, like, be focused.
I agree. Okay, one last question. Did you meet Ian Connor while you...
I did meet Ian Connor.
How was he?
I actually met him, like,
Oh, not at the...
I saw him there.
Okay.
Right. And then we somehow were like friends of friends, so we're familiar with each other.
You're familiar with each other, okay.